Hey, hey, what up, everyone? It's Callie B, the Lean Mean Mommy Machine, and just, feeling really motivated. And within that motivation, you got to ride that momentum wave, right? So, I just finished up a team call with my team, Team Strength United, and lit some fires, had some tears, and I had to do it as their leader. Did it suck for a brief second? Yes. But with that being said, these people look up to me for leadership, and who would I be if I didn't give them that? Like, this is the position that I've worked to put myself in. I didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm a leader. No, I've actively been coaching youth, high school, for almost 20 years. That is crazy, right? And then being a group fitness instructor and helping people reach their goals. Like, I kind of think, no, I know that I know some things about what it takes. So, with that being said, let me just get right to the punchline. So, the thing about life is we always feel defeated, right? There's always these days where we just wake up with this cloud of defeat. I'm going to get Bible sense on you, okay? I'm going to get a little religious on you. Well, sorry, but when did being a Christian become a religion, right? So, let's just say this much. There was never a promise that was made that we were going to be happy and we were going to be just floating around on clouds. And no, that wasn't the promise. For those of you that believe in the Bible, Adam and Eve and the curse, labor was going to be tough. For those of you that believe in that, this is it. So it kind of makes you think about heaven and how this is a glimpse, like a blink of an eye of eternity in heaven, right? My kids always joke around and say, are we going to be naked in heaven? Are people going to do this? Are people going to do that? And honestly, when I imagine it, like I use my husband as an example. I always tell him, you know what your heaven's going to be? A baseball field for the rest of your life. And all the turmoil that you felt on that field, like, having to dig up a broken sprinkler head because the city turned your water off along with other fields in the city. It's amazing how when you don't run something through something that was created to have something running through it, how it breaks every year. It's just crazy concept. Anyways, but those tasks that here on earth, this life, are hard to do and to show up for, is going to be like the pleasant, joyful times infinity. That's kind of how I view it. So, with that being said, when you sit there and say, I feel so defeated lately, hold your tongue. You feel defeated. You're not defeated. Do you get what I'm saying? Like when you actively choose to put your passion into action, guys, it's going to be tough and you're going to have rainy days. Hello, you're preaching to the choir. I have days still where sometimes I wonder, is this what I'm supposed to do? But it is. And I know within my heart of hearts, because I have two, that when I have those moments of doubt, that's just the devil. You know what I mean? No, don't listen to it. You are here for a purpose. I really believe that. There are books, pastors, Dave Ramsey, he teaches on leadership all the time. We are supposed to be leaders. We all have a purpose in life. But it's hard to show up every day. I totally get it. Like right now, I'm so frustrated with getting insurance to do a strength camp. Like it's the biggest hurdle right now. But I know right now I could call up some parents and have some kids in my house or at the park and we could get a workout in without a shadow of a doubt. But legally, I can't do that. I gotta have the insurance to cover my butt, blah, 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 blah. Like, I get it. But I have to get over this hurdle. I just booked my flight for my Coach Summit trip. I hate booking flights. I wish I had like a travel agent because that would be awesome. But I'm always so nervous that I'm going to like put the wrong letter in or wrong number in, and I'm going to end up on the wrong flight. And when I fly and travel, like my husband says, I always look lost. So it's a little scary. But I got it done today, finally. So I guess the gist of this video, well, I know the gist of this video. Once you have decided that you want to go forward with what you're doing, rather than doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, because that's working, obviously, right? My grandfather is a retired pastor, and I had this talk with him about living in the town that we live in. It is so expensive to live here, and it's paycheck to paycheck, and it's a pain. But my prayer for the last 9 years is, Lord, help me fall in love with this place, fall in love with the people, and I have. And when I think about moving, I look at the houses that I know we could get more bang for our buck, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my dream kitchen. But then I start thinking about the people, the relationships that I've built here, and my kids have built here, and it's like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be here. So as I'm having this conversation with my papa, he says, don't ever forget that God will bring you back to the same thing over and over again. You know, hopefully you'll figure it out by the time or before you pass. But you need to listen. Stop and listen. And by that, you don't sit there and say, God, give me a sign, like a crosswalk sign. The cool thing about God and his signs, and when he gives them to you, is you know it's him because you've been internalizing that prayer. Oh, I know the devil can answer prayers. I know. I get that. But you just know. You just know. It's the weirdest feeling. It's the Holy Spirit telling you, you better. I mean, that's the Holy Spirit giving you a gut check. Literally. That's the gut check, right? And I've had several things come to pass, like right in front of my face. And again, I did something that was hard for me to do on Sunday, and I spoke to one of the pastors at our church, and I'm like, you know what? I love what I do. I love helping people in the 5 aspects of health. Like, it's not just about physical and lifting weights and running and getting your workout in. Like, and people kind of misread me on that aspect. And then the moment I start getting like emotional and mental health, they're like, whoa, what do you know? I know a lot, because it's through health and fitness is where I've actually been able to find my sanity. Being on blood thinners, and I come from strong bloodline of bipolarism and manic depression. It's not an option for me to take medication to help with that. So that's where health and fitness came into my life in 2004. That's where it came in. And now it's my career. Like, that's crazy. I used to be on the side as an ultrasound tech for 10 years. I still do it part-time. But I used to be on the diagnosis side, and now I'm on the preventative side. Like, holla at your girl. Like, I love what I do, right? And so I reached out to this pastor, and now I have another hard thing, because I got the email, and she said, I'd really like to go to coffee with you and see where you could serve on our volunteer ministry team. And I'm sitting here going like, go to coffee. Like, I literally froze, like, stupid. You know what I mean? All I gotta do is just email her back a time. And then I gotta just talk. That's all I gotta do. And for those of you that know me and you follow me, I am a talker. I love to talk. Motivational speaking is one of my things. I love it. The reason why I love it is because motivation doesn't exist. You have to have momentum in order to create motivation. So I guess I'm a momentum speaker. Hashtag that. Hashtag momentum speaker. I don't know. But, so I'm deciding to show up what my true calling is. Like, my true calling is to help people. And as a believer and a Christian, it's to help people see the gospel, to experience it. Like, I get it now. To bring them to the Lord. I know for some of you, you're like, oh my gosh, she's totally talking about, great, turn me off. I don't care. Somebody else will reach out to you. Like, get up. Get yourself off the ground as scary as it is and as hard as you think it is, because it's really not as hard as you think it is, because it's a thought, it's a feeling, and what you're doing is you're basing your actions off of emotions and not logical thinking. So when I sit here and I think, is that really what you want me to do? And then I hear this amazing sermon on Easter, and then I hear things on the radio where I'm like, okay, God, like, really? You know, that's logical, because I'm not telling anybody, and yet these things are coming to me. You know, like my poor husband, like he doesn't even know. And we had this huge heart to heart about it the other day. And I seriously was like, oh gosh, he's going to be like, what are you going to start and not finish now? I have a track record of that, but that doesn't make me bad. It's actually pretty cool that I can start a lot of things. And who said we had to finish them? Last I checked, I was going to die running. I was going to live my life here on earth running, never sitting. Why, to start and finish and sit and wait? What is the point? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's scary. And guys, it's scary for me too. And I know it's scary for you. But if you truly have something within your heart and you really want to help people, or you really want to pursue something, maybe you just want to go back to school. Maybe you are so tired of being nervous when you have to give weekly meetings. You go throw up every time before the meeting. Maybe you're tired of it. Maybe you're tired of being the shy adult because people don't look at that as cute anymore. This is where you have to let it burn just a little bit. Just grow just a little bit. Take one day at a time. One day. And you start to see your strength. You're so caught up in what you're weak at, you totally miss at the strength that's been placed in you. Do you see what I'm saying? Aha, you do. So with that, I can already tell you, you're going to be super excited and you're going to be ready to go. You're going to have about maybe 2 to 4 days of just bliss, if that. Boom. You're going to tell somebody what you're thinking and they're going to shun you. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to tell you no. You know, and you're going to feel so defeated. Again, you're going to feel defeated. You're going to react on emotion, not logic. So what they said no? So what they think you're stupid or you're crazy? Everybody has a right to their opinion. Move on. Because their opinion does not dictate who you are and what that feeling is inside of you. So with that, this is your homework, guys. I know homework, right? Prepare. Prepare for that day. Because I know you're going to be excited and you're going to have emotions come just explode inside of you after you watch this. It's going to bring light into your life because that's the intention that I'm setting for you guys. So I'm already claiming it. But I can already tell you that there's going to be a day. It's going to get dark. And it's what you do during those dark times will define your future. All right, guys. Well, I am way past lunchtime and I'm hungry, but I had all this momentum and I just wanted to share it with you guys. And if you ever have any questions and you just want to chit chat, or maybe you're just having a rough day, comment below. You can always follow me on Facebook or Instagram at The Lean Mean Mommy Machine or just Callie Vander Valk. I know it's a crazy name. I dare you to find it. I dare you. Anyways, I'm going to go and eat my lunch. And I appreciate you guys that watch this and listen to this and take it and you put it in your heart, because that's where it's supposed to go. Because your heart, it's an amazing thing. It keeps us alive. You get that, right? I know you do. So God bless, guys, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Woo woo. Talk to you soon.